Welcome to 15 Minutes. Today the Third Five will be reporting on the growing concern facing today's economy with the aging baby boomers entering retirement. We will be covering the background of these aging generation and going in depth about what you and your company can do about it. Today we have a guest speaker, Executive Hour Manager Heather Helpington, who will be filling us in with all the past, present and future effects of this aging generation. Welcome to the show, Heather.
Glad to be here, Ryan. The baby boomer generations falls between 1936 through 1964. Baby boomers are associated with changing or redefining traditional values. However, many individuals have argued the extent of that change, noting the widespread continuity of values with older and younger generations. In fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics projected that from 2008 through 2018 the total used civilian labor force will grow from 154 million to 167 million workers. However, there lies the problem. This increase of 8.2% is noticeably lower than the percent increase experienced during the previous decade.
That is incredible.
Therefore, human resource professionals will therefore have quite a task on their hands in the coming years. Much of our professionals will have to spend much of their time on concerns related to planning retirement, retaining older workers, and motivating workers whose careers have plateaued. But it doesn't just stop there. We as a society will see the impacts on Social Security and healthcare.
What kind of changes are we likely to see in the future?
It is necessary for new managers to understand changing skill deficiencies in the workforce. More and more employers are looking for mathematical, verbal, and interpersonal skills rather than physical strength and mastery of a particular piece of machinery.
That sounds like a serious issue, Heather. What can we do about it?
It is advised for managers to look for knowledge workers, whose main contribution to the organization is specialized knowledge of customers, a process, or a profession. The workforce of the future is said to be motivated through monetary rewards, as well as feelings of empowerment. It is advised for new managers to emphasize responsibility and grant authority to employees in decision-making processes. By doing so, employees will gain a sense of importance. It is also encouraged for managers to involve employees in global processes and promote alternative work arrangements in which employees are given the option to work part-time or at home, for instance, providing employees with a flexible work schedule. The factors are thought to be beneficial to new managers of the ever-changing workforce.
That sounds great, but is there any other organizations besides the BLS or the fundamentals of human resource management that we can get some insight from?
Of course, Ryan. According to the AARP Research and Strategy Analysis, as baby boomers reach retirement, they will most likely depend on seed to support them. Their health is also declining due to old age. With these factors, they are less optimistic about retirement and feel the need to work longer just to live comfortably. This is especially true among working boomers with lower income. In addition, there is a growing concern for the workplace as baby boomers retire due to a lack of qualified workers. There will be a shortage of qualified workers in the next 5 years according to the AARP 2011 survey.
That's very interesting, Heather, but tell me about some current studies regarding new managers. I read that recent studies have shown that nearly 25 of individuals promoted into management positions will fail during the first 12 to 18 months on the job. Therefore, it is important for new managers to understand the challenges they will encounter in the future. In your opinion, how can these individuals combat the issue of a changing labor force and make it past the first year in a management position?
There are various human resource management practices that support diversity management and accommodate such changes in the workforce, including communication, development, performance appraisal, and employee relations. By communicating with employees from a variety of backgrounds, providing career development for employees with different backgrounds and abilities, providing outcome-based feedback, and creating a comfortable work environment that fosters creativity, new managers will be successful in managing employees.
Are there any organizations that support this aging generation?
According to one article, How Retiring Baby Boomers Affect Job Market, an organization called the Alliance for an Experienced Workforce was created to prevent baby boomers from retiring and create ways to keep them working.
Oh, so this organization helps employees and managers? Awesome. So give me the nutshell conclusion.
Adding to the difficulties of predicting the future is the fact that because America is an individual-based society, it is hard for anyone to predict or determine what an adequate amount of retirement planning is. In other words, individual investments and retirement planning may yield better results and lessen the burden on Medicare and Social Security than is generally predicted. These estimates are, however, tenuous at best, and the general consensus is that the state of the U.S. economy is not going to be all that rosy in the next 30 years once such a large chunk of individual investors start moving to retirement communities and Palm Springs. In short, it may be that the dream of retiring into a paradise of drinking freshly squeezed orange juice in Florida while competing in a flurry of bridge tournaments and marathons and spending sunny weekends in the neighbor's backyard may not be a realistic goal.
Well, thank you, Heather, for coming in this evening to 15 Minutes. We hope to see you again in the future, but for now, this is Ryan Seacrest out.